All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Everyday Whiskey. I'm Mike.
And I'm Dan.
And this week we are doing a little American whiskeys in tribute of 4th of July. So we figured we'd just get a couple of our most iconic American whiskey brands.
To us. To us. Just to say, this is subjective. You can put whatever you want in this. But when we think of America, we think of number one, single barrel bourbon, which is single barrel bourbon. We have not been drinking it. We think of single barrel bourbon, which to us is probably your truest expression of what a brand's bourbon or whiskey is going to taste like. And we think personally of these four brands. So Evan Williams, one of the original bourbon distilleries in the country. Buffalo, each tailor made by Buffalo Trace, longest running distillery in America, consecutively running distillery, not the oldest. Four Roses, which I think their single barrel basically put this brand on the map as far as bourbon enthusiasts go.
Single barrel's fantastic.
And then Jack Daniel's speaks for itself.
Yeah.
King of Tennessee whiskey is Jack Daniel's bourbon. Mike and I both agree yes.
Yep.
So do with that what you want. But yeah, so we're going to go through them, we're going to rate them, and we're going to see which bourbon is most American.
Yeah, and I apologize, we would have had Jim Beam on here, because we do know Jack and Jim are like the most iconic ones.
But I don't have a Jim Beam single barrel anymore.
And surprisingly, I don't have anything Jim Beam either. Wow, we're pretty bad bourbon
We
enthusiasts.
had a Jim Beam single barrel.
I thought we did. I thought we had something.
Because I keep bottles for years and years and years. I've been in this house for 5 years, and when my wife and I bought this house and moved in, I had a Jim Beam single barrel.
It's gone.
It's gone. We're going to find it after we finish filming. I guarantee it. And we're like, son of a bitch. All right,
let's do it.
Let's just start. Okay, and just so you guys know, we actually did this purposely price point wise too.
Yeah.
So 35, 55, 75, 95.
Yeah, and I think that's perfect. That's a little bit from each bracket. I mean, personally, I don't think there's really a reason to go over $100 when you're buying bourbon. I really don't. That was the whole point of creating this channel. Find everyday bottles at everyday prices. So this just cuts it off right there at 95.
Yep, perfect. So
where are we starting? Let's just go down the line.
Let's go cheapest to most expensive.
Yeah, let's go down the line.
Technically, we probably should do this last.
Proof wise.
Yeah.
Ooh, shit, that rocked.
You fucked my table up again.
You know what?
That's gonna stain.
It's 4th of July week, and we both work in the liquor industry.
So I have
cut me a break. This week is like. It's a week.
And like these, so Evan Williams Single Barrel has recently been re-released this state, but the two that I have, I had to get the hard way, and I had my buddy who went to Kentucky grab me 2 bottles, and because Evan Williams Single Barrel I can't freaking talk today. Evan Williams Single Barrel for the longest time was KY only, Kentucky only.
Yeah.
And these were $50 at the distillery. Now that's in the States, $35 for a pint.
Yeah, I don't know that maths, but it does.
But either way, so cheers.
Let's do it.
Happy 4th of July to you. Happy 4th of July to everybody watching the video and all our followers. Thank you for watching. And I'll just say this ahead of time. I love this freaking bourbon. As you see, you can't see here, but all of these are open. So,
ooh, that's delicious.
It's just vanilla.
It really is.
It's just vanilla, but it's vanilla done really well. For $35, this is texture. The texture on this is so good.
No, this is yeah. Damn. And this is like a couple years old. Yeah, 2 years old.
Yeah.
April 3rd. What the hell is that? Barrel? Oh, barrel.
It's when it's barreled on.
I don't even know what number that's supposed to be. 15?
These are 8 years old, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. 2015, it was put out.
15, that makes sense.
And this was barreled 2 years ago. So yeah, this is 8 years old. That might be the difference between the KY only and the one we're getting now. Like, these might be an older age statement than...
Careful saying KY, bro. Just say Kentucky.
Kentucky? No, I'm going to say KY.
Oh, boy. Okay. It's going to be one of those episodes.
Every time. You know.
Wow. This is actually... I forgot they give you a little booklet with all this shit. That is a big vanilla bomb.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Vanilla and oak. It does taste like... It does... not taste. It feels a little light on the palate. I think that's just because this has been open for so long. So it has oxidized.
No, it hasn't even. I had that with less than a year.
Really?
Yeah.
So is it really just that light and delicate? It's very. I want to say almost like a watery consistency. Not that that's bad. It's just unusual.
Again, we're talking about a $35 bottle here. So
that's very true too. But for what it's worth, do you want me to throw my rating out, or do you want to go?
You throw it out.
I'm at it like about a 7.6.
I was at an 8.1, so I'll say 7.8.
Yeah.
7.8 out of 10, and like this is a great buy for anybody.
It's a good buy. It's really good for $35.
And for anybody looking to get into bourbon and wants to try one, like it's a great option.
Yeah, the proof is spot on. What is it? This is 86 proof. So
Yeah.
that, you know what? That's why it tastes so light to me. Rarely do we drink under 90.
Unless it's basically 80, that's all 80.
You know, it's got a great proof. It's easy flavors. It's light on the palate. Definitely a good entry.
All right. So next we're gonna do Jack Daniel's Single Barrel, which
move on.
I can say this: like I grew up with like my uncle constantly telling me that this was the best whiskey ever.
Yeah.
And
well, I remember your uncle. He's a huge fucking Jack guy.
Yeah, he was like the Jack Daniel's guy.
Like, bro probably has stock in Jack, honestly.
Yeah, we're talking about my Uncle Joe here. So yeah, my Uncle Joe. I don't think I ever grew up going to a Christmas at their house without seeing like a glass of whiskey welded to his right hand.
Yeah. That's how it be sometimes. Especially holidays with the family.
But for Christmas, he would always drink number 7. That was what he drank every day. You know, he'd have a pack of Cools and a bottle of Jack Daniel's number 7. That was his diet. But on Christmas, we would buy him single barrel. So, and he's since passed on. So I always make sure that I have a single barrel somewhere, in the collection at some point.
Yeah.
So I do have a little soft spot for this one in me.
Yeah, no, but as you should.
$55. So
still a great deal.
Let's go.
Here's to you, Uncle Joe. I love the nose of
it's
this
just
one.
like that nice little like roasted peanut kind of nose to it.
Yeah, and a lot of oak. A lot of barrel tones on the nose, actually. I always like the nose.
That's just clean. It's soft. It's easy drinking. There's nothing
This is an
crazy.
underrated barrel.
Yeah.
Or bottle. And maybe it's not publicly. I should rephrase that. For me, this is an underrated bottle. I gotta give it more credit than it deserves.
This is a regular single barrel that you can get on the
good.
shelf every day. This is not a barrel pick. This is not a cask strength. This is just, you can buy this every day.
47, 40,
Should be 94
94
proof, yeah.
proof, yeah.
I really like
good.
it. It's I don't get an overabundance of flavors in the palate, but it's a really nice light wood tone. You definitely taste the lighter texture because they are charcoal filtered, so it does strip out some texture in the end. And you get that little bit of like kind of peanut oiliness to it, like kind of wild. It's like Wild Turkey has a very similar palate.
I think you're right. There's no like. Ooh, wait, I'm getting a lot of cinnamon there. I don't know why. There's nothing like crazy that stands out about this. There's no complex flavors. It's just a very well put together, just traditional bourbon flavor.
Again,
it's just good.
What do you think when you think of America? What do you think? Like, this is probably in the conversation of one of the more fastball, down the middle, streamlined whiskey / bourbons. However you identify with Jack Daniel's. I say bourbon because it really is a bourbon. But
yeah, I just don't care enough. I'll call it whatever comes to mind.
7.5. I like the Evan a little bit better.
Yeah, I'll meet you at 7.5.
But very good. Very, very good.
The only reason I like the Evan a little bit better is because of those vanilla tones and that oaky note that comes out. I do, as everybody knows, I like a little more complexity, a little more flavor in my bourbon.
I just can't escape.
That's still really good.
That that Evan Williams single barrel. That's like my everyday sipper.
It's a great bottle.
For
$35. It's just like the you don't have it. The BIB Evan Williams.
Oh, the white label.
It's
it's somewhere in there. I don't know where it is.
That's one of my favorites.
Probably in the back left. Or no. The one I bought, I gave to you. That's why I don't have it.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
because it's like what 20. Well, at the time it was like $20.
$22.
Yeah. Couldn't beat it, and it's actually very, very well respected within the whiskey community.
All right, and then now we're moving up a little bit. So we're doing and Mike likes this brand a lot for certain reasons. I'm also wearing a Four Roses hat.
What? Oh yeah, you are. I thought you said I was, but I was like, no, I'm wearing my main hat. I almost actually wore the Four Roses hat, but it didn't match my outfit.
But
sounds really. I'm not gonna say.
I got 2 separate bottles of this from our buddy Tim, Grismondo Barbecue on Instagram. If you want to go follow him, super cool barbecue content, bourbon content.
Yeah.
We have 2 different single barrels over here. Same mash bill, just 2 different stores.
Now, normally I would disqualify this, but I have to let it slide because this is what used to be a barrel pick and distillery only recipe. This is the OESO. However, Four Roses now releases all of those recipes for
at a lower
distribution.
Proof. They are lower proof though.
Yeah.
They're all 100 proof.
So now that you guys actually can find this out in the wild, it's fair game.
This nose is like top 10 all time for me. It is like Dr. Pepper if it was lit on fire.
Yeah, like a cherry. So basically, yeah, like a cherry cola.
It's so sweet, and then you get a really good rich spice, like a really good rich spicy note.
The wood is very present.
Really good charred, it's a really good charred oak presence on the nose.
Four Roses just kills it. They're good.
I've never had one of these up until like a year and a half ago, and now I'm like completely obsessed with the Four Roses single barrel program.
Yep.
And I wish the company like I work for, I wish we could do some barrels with them. I get why we don't, but These are like always. If someone ever asks if I want one, it's always a yes.
Yeah. Which, by the way, little peek into the future. I am lining up to do a vertical of all the special recipes now that they are in full distro.
Oh, we're doing that.
And I'm gonna. I got to get my hands on the bottles, but I know I can get my hands on the bottles.
I have one in my store,
and we'll do them all together because I'd love to.
We got.
Everybody talks about the difference of the recipes, but it's a lot more clear because I tried it. I did it at Four Roses.
Yeah.
But when you can try them side by side, you can really taste the differences.
Well, our mutual friend, and we were talking about him earlier, he said, if we need anything, just let him know. And he said he'll work it out.
We got our sources. Oh yeah, this is a lot of spicy notes in there.
I just like how rich the palate is. It's just. There's so much texture. There's so much like dynamics as far as like you get cherry, you get spice, you get a little bit of this like burnt oak tone, and then
that's what I meant to say. Spice, not spicy. Spice. Spicy is the wrong word.
It's all over the place in like the best way possible.
Yes, no, it's super complex. A lot of flavor. Great cigar sipper, great just neat, great on the rock. Like it is super versatile.
And it's not that. Yeah, I said like when I say it's all over the place. There's 3 main tones to this, but they just kind of where like certain palates are structured where it's like okay, the front's sweet, the middle's a spice, the back end you get your oak tone. This is like I taste a little bit of cherry, then I taste the oak, then I taste this little bit of vanilla, then I taste the burnt wood. Yeah. Like it's cool.
It's a lot
of fun too. I can't go like for me on this I'm at like an 8.6.
You took it right out of my brain, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's funny because the finish is long gone right now, but I'm getting more of that Dr. Pepper cherry cola kind of aftertaste, which I love because I love Dr. Pepper and cherry cola. And I consider those two one of the same for the most part. I'm not a soda expert, but they're damn near close enough.
Okay, so we're 8.6 out of 10 on that, guys. So right now, the Four Roses single barrel is in the lead for the most American bourbon.
Yes.
And again, that's our title for this episode.
Yeah, this
means nothing. And also, like I said, if you like another bourbon better than all 4 of these, then that's your most American bourbon.
Yep. Yeah, we're not like giving an actual title to anything because technically it's all most American. It's all American. It's got to be.
But I just want to see what we think tastes. Wow, I've actually put in a little more work, and that's relatively new.
We are. That's getting down there, boy.
Yeah,
you did put in work.
I don't remember drinking this much of it, and this is like
I could see why you don't remember
because it's not dusty, so it's like a relatively newer bottle.
Well, it's also in the fucking thing, bro. It can't get dust on it.
Oh, let me get dusted. I don't know.
Let's look at the top. The top is clean. No dust on the top.
All right, so this is okay because like I've had 3 different ones, and I've got a new one over here.
Oh yeah, look at that, another one.
Again, like so, Mike and I'll say this, and we've said this before on the channel, like.
Hold on, I gotta.
You can just pour. Like I don't.
No, but I think I just cross-contaminated. So let me just get this out of the way first.
You can take a shot.
Yeah.
All right, so Mike and I love Buffalo Trace. We love what they do. We love their products. It's just hard for us to feature them on episodes because the idea of our channel is to promote brands that we think need a little more notoriety, need to be seen a little bit more,
and brands that you can find easily.
And this bottle you can't find easily.
No, we don't want to promote stuff where you need to
skin a 9-year-old.
Go follow around delivery trucks. Make a schedule of when you can buy.
Dude, I've had that happen where people call in and they're like, "I'm behind this truck. Is there E.H. Taylor on it?" I'm like, "I don't have X-ray.
How do you even know that?
I don't have X-ray vision." I'm like, "I didn't get it on my manifest this morning. Sorry, we don't have it."
People are nuts.
I'll say this as a side note. I had a really awesome experience. I got to actually pick our stores, our chains, E.H. Taylor single barrel for our last release we did. It's already sold out.
Nice.
And it honestly, I was always under the assumption that the E.H. Taylor single barrels all had a very similar palate.
Yeah.
When I tasted the 3 samples that we got shipped to us, so different. It's
very
insane.
different.
It's very different. It is super cool. So, Thank you again for letting me do that.
Cool.
I appreciate it. All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Okay. You know what? We're just gonna do this, and I'll say what I'm gonna say afterwards. Ooh,
very
chocolate.
Malty.
Ooh, malted chocolate.
Malty
That's a nice note. That's silky, sultry. Oh, dude, all I'm getting is it's like German dark chocolate.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. It's good. Wow,
it's good.
That's dry.
A little drier than I remember.
That finishes quick.
Yeah, it kind of dropped off.
Wow. That comes and goes.
I'm a little bummed.
Yeah. I mean, I could see how you put the fucking bottle down. It's an easy drinker.
Oh, it's like water. In a good way.
Kind of.
All right, we're not gonna waste any pageantries on this here. I'm gonna go 7.3.
I was at a flat 7, so
7.1.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, E.H. Taylor single barrel, 7.1 out of 10. That makes the winner
4 Roses
of the most American bourbon, in our opinions, in the single barrel category. 4 Roses,
followed by Jack,
followed by Evan Williams.
Oh no, E-Dubs, then Jack,
and then
wow,
and then E.H. Taylor in last.
The hard to find, super expensive, depending on where you get it from, is not the winner.
And again,
what a surprise!
Like you said, it's
not really.
It's just E.H. Taylor again. If you want something, how do I not make this sound bad?
You just say it. You can't.
It's very simple. There's not a lot going on.
No.
But it's easy to drink.
Very.
Which that's the appeal I can see in it.
And that's why it's in the sentence.
And yeah. So if you want complexity and dynamics and texture and you want something that's not overly proofed.
Yeah.
This is very simple, easy to read.
Not worth $3 though.
No. Well, and single barrels now, the market on these is dropping hard. Yeah. So you could get single barrels now for $90.
I mean, that's still getting close. I personally wouldn't, but definitely again, don't buy this for.
This is 35
for 3 digits here.
This is 35, and this got second place.
Yeah.
Again, Mike and I are not taking shots at Buffalo Trace or E.H. Taylor here. They make fantastic products.
They do. Eagle Rare doing it one of my favorites.
Almost 2 centuries now.
Yeah.
But the Evan Williams, they've done something special with this, and 4 Roses they have nailed their single barrel expression.
Oh yeah.
Whether it's the base you can get over there on the shelf, or if it's the store picks like this,
which you
can't say no to these. So, thank you everybody for watching this episode. Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th.
Drink stupid, eat smart.
Cheers.
Bye.